My very first live stream. So if you're joining me here for the first time, thank you very much. And so I'm just currently outside the bank right now. I have been, you know, you know how Nigerian banks are now. So basically it took forever. I was supposed to have started this stream around like 3 o'clock or something, but I'm sorry about that. But here we are. So I'm just gonna go straight into it because I know that not everybody is gonna be joining me here live for the first time. So just so that I don't basically delay you guys. So I have a book here. I wrote everything in a book so that I'll be able to stream my thoughts because whenever I start talking, I get so passionate about stuff like this, especially when I'm talking about the crypto market, right? I get so passionate about it I can just start talking and talking and talking and yeah. So just to make my thoughts very streamlined, I'm just gonna, I wrote the topics down of what we're gonna talk about today. So in case if you don't know what we're gonna be talking about today we're gonna be talking about the history of Bitcoin's price crashes, right? So I have somebody joining me here right now. So let me see if there's a way I can see the charts. Whoever is joining me right now, if you can just say hello, and then I can, just know who you are and say hello back. So this is my very first live, so just bear with me if I'm not very perfect right now. And sorry if the noise, there's a truck passing by right now, so if you can hear me well, just let me know that you can hear me well. So before we get into the video. Okay, so today we're just going to be talking about the price crashes of Bitcoin, so the history of Bitcoin's price crashes. Because, if you've been living under a rock, Bitcoin has been, the entire crypto market right now has been having like this crazy downturn right now, right? And it's been going on for a couple of months. And I would say it started in November of last year. So, and ever since then, we've just been like in this down movement. Everybody's panicking. Some people are selling. I have some friends who are actually introduced to Bitcoin. They bought Bitcoin at the price of 50,000, and then they just sold it recently at the price of like 25,000 or something like that. And that's a wrong move. So it prompted me to want to make this type of video to explain to you guys, or to let you guys know that this is not the first time that this is happening, right? This is not going to be the first time, it's not going to be the last time, right? So yeah, let's just get into it. Like I said, I have a book, I wrote it all in my book. And so as far back, the last time I could actually see Bitcoin's price going very high and then crashing very, very low was in 2013, right? So I'm sure Bitcoin came out around 2009, 2010. So Bitcoin had existed since then, but in 2013, the market rose to a high of like $1,100, okay? And then crashed to a low of $226, right? And that was like an 80% drop in price. Okay, so that was at the end of 2013. Obviously, you guys were not in the crypto market then. I definitely wasn't in the crypto market right then, but there were a lot of people who were in the crypto market right then, right? So, and that was one of the first times that it was actually having a major price crash. And then, at the beginning of 2015 was when the market actually got to its low. So the price got to a high of $1,100, and then during the beginning of 2015, that was when it actually got to a price of $220. Okay, right after that, about 2 years later, then we got to another high again of $19,000. All right, and then after $19,000, we crashed right back down again to $3,000. And then right after that, we got to the one that we just got to recently, $69,000, which was at around November of 2021. We got to a high of $69,000, and now we have currently crashed right back down to like $17,000. So if you're just joining me, hello, Hi, just pop a, chat in the message box thingy and let me know where you're watching me from. This is my very, very first live chat, so if I'm not very great at it, I'm very sorry. Don't worry, we'll get better. I plan to do this every Tuesday, so don't worry, we'll keep getting better and better. But yeah, so I'm just trying to say that this is not the first time that we've been in this situation. Neither is it going to be the last time that we've been in this situation. And I'm pretty sure there are times where the price has, I think I can remember, I couldn't find it online. I was trying to find it a place for 2009 or 2010. The market rose to $2 and then crashed right back down, and then rose back up again to like $32 or something, then crashed right back down to $2. So I was trying to find it online, but I couldn't find it on as far back as I could find was 2013. That's why I'm adding this right here. So I'm just basically, the reason why I'm basically just doing the video is to let you guys know that this is not the first time, it's not going to be the last time that we're going to have a price crash in the crypto markets. If you're just joining me, hello, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my very, very first live recording. And yeah, so now let's elaborate on what I have just said. I said the market got to a high of $1,100 in 2013, right? And then crashed to its bottom of 2015. So when I'm saying it crashed right back down to its bottom, I mean that when the market rose to a high of $1,100, it crashed right back down to $226, right? That bottom means that when it crashed right back down to that bottom of $226, it didn't come back down there again and it started going back up. All right, so that's what I mean. That's what I mean. If you hear me say the market bottomed or the market crashed to a certain level, I just mean that the market came right back down to that level and then started going up from there. That's what I mean by bottom. So the market started at in 2013, $1,100, crashed right back down to the bottom of $226, right, in 2015. Now, after I did that in 2015, it didn't go back to a high anymore until 2017. So from $226 in 2015 was when we now rose all the way to $19,000 in 2017. If you're just joining me, I'm looking down, right? So I have a book that I wrote everything down, so I'll be able to give you guys my stream of thoughts and not have it all over the place. So in 2017, it got to a high of $19,000. This is one that I think most people can remember, when the market last got to a very huge high of $19,000 before crashing back down in price. All right, so from $19,000, it now got back to a bottom of $3,000. Okay, I think $3,700 or something like that was where the price actually got to in 2019. So it crashed all the way from $19,000 to $3,000 in 2019, and then started coming back up again, got to a high of $69,000 in 2021. All right, so $69,000 in 2021. Here we are now around like $20,000 or something like that. So we have not gotten to a bottom yet, or we don't know where a bottom is until the market gets back up in price. And so I was saying that I was going to give you guys a little bit more detail into these price crashes and so a little bit of statistics about it. So in 2013, okay, when the market actually crashed to $226, right, that was an 80% drop in price. All right, so that was an 80% drop in price, and then it took 2 years for it to get to its bottom of $226. All right, so the price got, so let's say you were investing into the market, or you bought Bitcoin in 2012. All right, you bought Bitcoin in 2012 or years prior to that, right? And then you were able to get to the high of $1,100. Okay, it took 2 years, right, for the market to just keep going down, and then before we got to a bottom of $226, right? And then before the market now started going up. So all the way from $1,100 to, sorry, there's a plane passing. I hope you guys can still hear me well. I'm trying to look at the chat, but I just can't see the chat. Maybe I'll see it later or something. Please, if you're joining me, please just like say hi in the chat box so that at least I will know that the chat function is working. So this is my very first live, so I've never gone live in my life before. So I just want to like let you guys know what's up. And if you're wondering why I'm in a car, I'm just coming from the bank, so I was like, I just need to go live for you guys to like let you guys know what's up. That was an 80% drop in 2013, and it took 2 years for it to get to a bottom before it started going up in price. So, and then right after 2015, so it took 2 years, which was till 2015, before it got to a bottom, right? And then it took another 2 years for the price to get back to a high again in 2017. So it took 2015, 2016, and 2017. Skip that 2015 because 2015 was like towards the end of the year. So that's why I'm saying 2 years, right? So just say 2016, 2017. It took 2 more years for it to get to a high of $19,000 in 2017, all right, from 2015. Now, after that, from that 2017, when we go to a high of $19,000, okay, the price crashed right back down again to $3,000, all right? That was an 83% drop in price, okay? So since that was an 83% drop in price, remember the 2013, the price actually dropped to $226, which was an 80% drop in price. 2017, it dropped another 83% again. So you're starting to kind of see a trend. The price has actually crashed. The price tends to like crash approximately 80% at least over the past years of it crashing in price. Okay, so you can start to kind of like see a trend, and I'm getting to a point here right now. So in 2017, we got to a 3% drop in price. 2 years, it took another 2 years again for it to get to its bottom, find its bottom, meaning that it got to a bottom and it couldn't go down any longer and it started going up. All right, so in 2017, when it crashed in price to $3,000, which was a 3% drop in price, it took 2 years for it to actually get to that $3,000, or at least stay in that $3,000 and start going up from that price. That's what I mean by price getting to its bottom. Oh my god, I'm sweating so much. Sorry guys, I didn't want to turn on the car because the AC is kind of making noise. So yeah, I don't want to I want you guys to be able to hear me. So that's why I turned off the car. So for it to get to a bottom, at least to start going up. So in 2017, price crashed from $19,000 to $3,000. Then it took all the way to 2019 before the price now started going up in price. All right, or before the market started going up in price. I'm talking about Bitcoin. Okay, so you can see that there's a trend. Obviously, 2 times now this has happened. The first time, at least that as far back as I could go, right? Of course, I'm sure there are many more price crashes in the past, but 2013 was as far back as I could go. Price crashed by 80%. Okay, took 2 years for it to find the bottom and start going up in price, and then it took another 2 years for it to get to a high of $19,000. 2017, it got to that high, crashed another 80% again, took 2 years for it to, get to that bottom, stay at that bottom, now start going up, right? Took 2 years to do that. And then took another 2 years. I think, no, it took another 3 years because from 2017 till 2021, okay? So it took 3 years for it to now start getting to a high again, which was the one we just crossed right now in 2021 of $69,000. So that was about 3 years. So from 2017 to 2021, that was about 3 years that it took to actually get to a high. Okay, so you can kind of start to see a trend here that the market tends to crash at least about 80% at least before, and it takes about 2 years, or it takes about roughly 4 to 5 years before it get back to much greater highs. Okay, so you can start to see a trend there. I know this is just like 2 examples or something like that, but 2 times something happening, there's a chance that it could happen a 3rd time. And like I said, this is the one that I could find, right? The kind of evidence that I can back up. But I know that I've heard somewhere, someone told me something about one of these crypto gurus, right, who have been in the market for a very long time. They can remember Bitcoin's price getting to $32 and then crashing back down to $2. Okay, and that's still like, I think that was like a 90% drop or something like that, right? So now we are currently in 2022. Okay, so we got to a high of $69,000, and then we crashed back down to, right now we crashed. Okay, so we crashed so far. We don't know if we found the bottom yet. A bottom means that the price goes down and then it cannot go down any further, then it has to start going up. I hope these noises are not disturbing you guys, so please let me know in the chat if these noises are disturbing you guys. But anyways, so we got in 2021 we got to a high of $69,000, crashed right back down to, I think the lowest we've gotten to right now is $17,000. Okay, we've even crashed lower than the previous high of 2017, but that's fine. So but right now, so far, so I've been able to give you guys that, okay, with a trend right now, we can start to kind of see a trend, 80% at least in price drop, and 2 years before the price decides that, okay, I don't want to go down anymore, right? And so far we're about, like, let's just see, and so far it's $9,000 to its low, and in percentage wise that's like a 74% drop in price. So we've not gotten to 80% drop in price yet. Okay, so we've just gotten to so far 74% drop in price. Okay, now here's what I'm gonna say, right? If you guys watch my last video that I released last about it was a market review that I did, right? I said it that we could see a Bitcoin's price crash to $12,000. Now, coincidentally, $12,000 is actually an 80% drop in Bitcoin's price from $69,000. All right, so you can start to see that there is a trend there. Now, I'm not saying that Bitcoin is going to crash to $12,000. I hope it doesn't crash down to $12,000, but you know, from what I've seen so far, it is something that is likely. Okay, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's just, I'm just giving you guys history. Okay, and basically I'm just trying to say that you should not be surprised if Bitcoin crashes back down to $12,000, because historically, so far, it has been giving an average of 80% drop in price before it finds a bottom and then starts going back up in price. So now, when Bitcoin crashes down and finds a bottom, so let's just say Bitcoin crashes to $12,000, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, immediately it's going to start going up. It could just stay at that price for a while. Okay, so it could stay at around 12,000, oscillate to maybe 14,000, go back to 12,000, maybe go to 15,000, but it's never going to cross, or at least historically, it had never crossed or gotten to a brand new high before crashing in price until at least 2 years. Okay, so, you know, not to make this video very long, you can start to see a trend there. And like I said, coincidentally, an 80% drop in price for Bitcoin is $12,000, which is what I made in my last video. And that's my video is based on support and resistance, because I have been trading the forex market. For those of you who don't know, I've been trading the forex market for the past 10 years, right? All type of markets, stock, forex, crypto, they all, you know, adhere to the same principle of respecting price levels. Okay, so the crypto market is no any difference, which is why I was able to kind of like make a video last week and tell you guys that if Bitcoin breaks $20,000 that is currently at right now, the next likely price for it to get to is $12,000. All right, so now what should you do? I've given you guys all this information right now. Basically, what I'm just trying to tell you guys is that it is not the end of Bitcoin. This is not the first time that this is happening, and this is not going to be the last time. I know I've said it countless times, but I feel like a lot of people need to hear it, because when the market starts crashing, a lot of people are always like panicking and stuff like that. I understand that this is your very first time in the crypto market. This is not my first time. I actually started Bitcoin back in 2017. Okay, so sorry, my phone is ringing. Let me start up this car and wind up so that the noise doesn't disturb you guys so much. So basically, you guys know that you should be prepared for basically what is coming, and you know, keep buying the dip, because something that let me see if I can start this car, and because I'm sweating a lot right now. Sorry, I had to turn on the AC because I'm like literally sweating. Don't worry guys, I'm almost done with the video. Next week we're gonna be in a better place. Okay, I just had to like make this video for you guys. So what I'm just trying to let you guys know is that you should just keep buying the dip. Okay, I know I keep saying it, keep buying the dip, and a lot of people, I understand that this is your first time in the market, so most of you are probably scared, or most likely scared. Either you're scared or you're out of money. Okay, one of the two, right? So you probably bought so much into, like, let's say Bitcoin was at $69,000, and then I think we fell one time to like $50,000. Most of you probably bought a lot into the market then, right? Before you've run up. You're in one of the two situations. Either you're scared or that happened to you, you're out of money, and that is fine, right? But you can clearly see that even with the little history I've shown you guys, with these huge price crashes that we've had in the past, okay, it's never the end of it. Never crashed the Bitcoin market. And let me tell you something. A lot of people back then, I remember back in 2017, and that was the time that was around the time of MMM. If you guys remember, MMM was actually what made me get into Bitcoin. Okay, get into Bitcoin cryptocurrency. Then when Bitcoin crashed, everybody was like, this thing is so was scared as well too, that, oh crap, this stuff is a scam and stuff. But anyways, as you can see, that wasn't the end of Bitcoin. And so there's always going to be a lot of fear mongering and a lot of people giving like 1,000 reasons why Bitcoin is never going to go back up, right? There are always going to be those people, but you always just have to keep your head down. And I hope that with this type of history, and mind you, this thing is available online. You can go and look at this price history, and probably you can even find because the best time I could find for you guys was as far back as 2013. Like I said, Bitcoin has been existing since 2009, so I'm sure you can find a price chart that can even give you an even maybe like 90% drop in price, right? And then Bitcoin recovered from that. Okay, so there's always gonna be those people. Don't let that deter you from buying the dip, because I'm gonna tell you this: people who got into the market in 2013 and bought the Bitcoin for $1,100. Guys, even at our exchange rate right now, Bitcoin at $1,100, that's about 700,000 naira. Somebody bought Bitcoin. And back then, of course, dollars was cheap, so they would have gotten it. If you're a Nigerian and you bought Bitcoin back then, that was like maybe 300,000 naira or something like that, right? Now, Bitcoin crashed by 80% to around $226. If you didn't do anything, you just left it. That was the only Bitcoin you bought. It got to a high in 2017 of $19,000. So you bought something at $1,100. It got to a high of almost $20,000. Okay, and it crashed right back down again to $3,000. So when it crashed right back down to $3,000, you're still about 300%. You're still like 300% up on your money, right? And then to the recent high that we just made right now of $69,000. And then now the market crashed back down again to its low right now so far of $17,000. All right, so you bought something at $1,100, and then you just wait a couple of years, and even at $17,000, where everybody is panicking, you're still up like, oh my god, at this point that's like 10,000% or something like that, right? So you still have so much money even right now. Okay, so basically that's what I'm just trying to tell you guys, that this this temporary whatever that we're having in the market right now is temporary. It's just like buying a good. It's the same thing that happens. This thing happens everywhere. It's not just in the crypto market. And even right now, especially right now, the entire world's financial system right now is in a stress, right? So meaning that every good company out there, every good stock out there, every good cryptocurrency out there is going down in price. Okay, does that mean that they are not doing great things? Does that mean that it doesn't have value, or people are not using it every day, or it doesn't have, basically, does that mean it's not a good cryptocurrency? No, absolutely not, right? So I'm just trying to let you guys know that, you know what, just keep buying the dip and just wait, okay? And you should be prepared to wait for at least 2 years based on what I've told you guys. it takes 2 years for Bitcoin to find a bottom and then decide that, okay, we are no more going any further down anymore. Then we have to start going up from here, right? So you should be prepared to wait for at least 2 years. Okay, I'm giving you guys reality. I'm not saying that this is exactly what's going to happen, but I'm just saying that it is something that is likely and you should be prepared for it. Okay, so like I said, it's just like every other good stock out there. Like I'm invested in this company called Tesla, and most of you know the founder and CEO Elon Musk is like the richest guy in the world. Tesla is doing great things, right? But their stock right now is like down, right? And a lot of people, if you're on Twitter and you follow Tesla a lot, you know that a lot of Tesla haters right now like saying that, oh, I said it that the company is going to go to zero, or I said it that, you know, the company is not worth anything because the stock is going down in price. But no, if you actually understand that this company is doing great things and they are actually still making deliveries, they're making record deliveries, they're making great cars, their cars are like the best in the market, you will keep buying the stock because that's like a discount. Okay, it's the same thing with Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is at a discount right now. Okay, you just have to buy it. Like, it's at the, see, there's a very huge, I'm not trying to predict the market, and I should have started out with this. This is not financial advice or anything like that, right? I'm just giving you guys this as I see it. Okay, Bitcoin at $1,100 was a bargain, right? Now Bitcoin at $17,000 or $20,000 right now is a bargain. Reason being is that the person who bought Bitcoin at $1,100, that price is, we are most likely not going to see that price again for Bitcoin ever. Okay, just as when Bitcoin grows to $200,000, $300,000, one Bitcoin is $500,000. Okay, you will not see a $17,000 price or $20,000 price for Bitcoin anymore. Even when the market crashes, even if we have a 60, 70, 80% price crash. Okay, what is I don't want to do public math, but I'm pretty sure that a 50% price drop for Bitcoin at $500,000 is $250,000. Okay, so an 80% drop is probably gonna land Bitcoin at around $200,000, and at that point, I promise you that people are going to be saying that, oh wow, this thing is going to zero. This is the end of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has no value. People have been saying this right from 2013, and I'm sure even far back after then, right? Even before that time. So basically, I'm not trying to, let me not, you know, keep talking and talking, because I can get so passionate about stuff like this and I can just keep talking and talking. So I'm just going to tell you guys is that obviously this is not financial advice, but you should be prepared to see Bitcoin stay at these low prices for at least 1 more year. Okay, and probably even more. And you should buy the dip. Okay, you should buy the dip because you are getting it at a discount. When you know something is going to get to $500,000, $1 million, $2 million, probably that's like probably a decade from now, right? But when you know something is going to get to that price, when it crashes by this much and it's at $17,000, wouldn't you try all your best to like get into it, right? Not financial advice. This is what I personally do, and you know, if you want to do it too, you can do it. Now, secondly, to those of you who are always complaining about sorry, this is my first live, so I'm kind of like rambling, but don't worry, I'll get better. To those of you who are complaining about, oh, I don't have money, or I have spent all my money, I've bought all the dips and I don't have no more money and all that, I understand you guys. This is why I say, if you guys remember my last 2 videos or my last 3 videos, when I made about the one I made about passive income and how you can, you know, the future of passive income, basically, I said something in part 2 of that video that the best thing you can do for the cryptocurrency market is to have a source of income. If you do not have a source of income, you cannot buy this dip. You need money. Okay, so whatever you need to do, and some people actually have like 2, 3, 4 cars in their houses that are just sitting down there. Go and sign it up for Uber if you don't have a job. Like do something, right? Get a job, get multiple sources of income. Okay, that is how you are going to, like, don't you guys understand how far this thing is going to see? Cryptocurrency market is not going anywhere. All right, cryptocurrency market is now part of the world market. All right, so we have stock, we have forex, we have commodities markets, we have cryptocurrency as well. All right, so this is not going anywhere anymore. Billions and billions of dollars, and mind you, that's not even like everything. Okay, billions and billions of dollars have been invested into this, of people that actually have billions of dollars. Okay, like, you know, somebody, Michael Saylor, one of the people that is really like into Bitcoin, he has invested about, I think, $3 billion into Bitcoin. That is one man, one person investing that much into Bitcoin. Tesla bought billions of dollars in Bitcoin as well, and those are people that we actually know about. Okay, I don't want to ramble so much, but you know, this stuff, if you really understand it, you would know that these prices are like, you are never going to see them again. Once the market rises up from this price, breaks $69,000, goes to $100,000, $150,000, $250,000, you will never see this price again. And when that time comes, then you start hearing people saying that, oh wow, I could manage to buy, you know, 0.0001 of Bitcoin, and they'll be happy. But meanwhile, you're able to buy Bitcoin and you're able to get like 10% of a Bitcoin. Now, let me tell you guys something, okay? If you get 10% of a Bitcoin right now, if you can get 10% of a Bitcoin, that's 0.1 Bitcoin. Bitcoin at $100,000, okay, that is $10,000. Bitcoin at $500,000, that is $50,000 that you have, okay? But how much does it cost you right now to get 10% of a Bitcoin? $2,000. $2,000. Now, $2,000, I understand not everybody has that of money, and like, that's why I say, if you watch my videos, I say you don't do this, especially if you watch my video about passive income, the future of passive income. I said that you don't just do this in a day, okay? You do this over time, right? This is why I emphasize on you getting passive income, right? Or getting the source of income, basically. So $2,000 right now is about 1.2 million naira or 1.3 million naira, give or take. That's what it costs you to get 10% of a Bitcoin. Just 10%. You're not trying to get a whole Bitcoin, you're just trying to get 0.1 Bitcoin, and that's it. Now it's going to cost you 1.2 million or 1.3 million to get, you know, 10% of a Bitcoin. When Bitcoin gets to $100,000, that's $2,000 that you're able to buy one Bitcoin. 10% of a Bitcoin is now $10,000, which is about, do the maths, right? When it gets to $500,000, now you have $50,000. What can $50,000 do for you? And that's just in Bitcoin alone. You didn't even say you want to buy any other cryptocurrency or something like that, right? So, yeah, I think I've made this video run too long because I can just keep talking and talking. So, yeah, just be patient and just know that this is not the end of Bitcoin or those fear-mongering things that people usually say. And yeah, keep buying the dip, have a source of income, and yeah. All right, so I think I'm gonna be ending it right here. If you guys have any questions, please just let me know in the chat box below. For some reason I can't see my chats. Please, if you're live right now, please just send me a hi. I'm gonna like log in from my other phone to see if there's a way I can see the chats, just in case you guys are sending me a message right now and I can't see the chats. Okay, I can start to see the chat right now. Hey Fidelis, what's up, my man? How you guys doing? Hi. Okay, yeah, I can see the chat right now. Okay, so for those of you guys that decided not to say hi or anything, I guess you guys just liked me ranting. But please try to say hi right now so that at least I'll see it. I'm done with my rant, okay? So my intention is to basically do this thing every Tuesday, okay, where I can just talk about this stuff. And okay, Fidelity, okay, me say what of Doge? Man, Dogecoin is cool, man. Yeah, I know this video is about Bitcoin. Like I said, this is why I even made this video about Bitcoin, is because Bitcoin controls the rest of the market. So if you know any other great cryptocurrency out there, the same thing I said for Bitcoin is the same. You can apply it to all those other cryptocurrencies, because, you know, I'm coming to that question of Dogecoin, okay? Because Bitcoin being the one that controls the rest of the market, whatever Bitcoin does, the rest of the crypto market does, but they tend to do it like ×2 or ×3 or even ×4. So if Bitcoin falls by 10%, the other cryptocurrencies could fall by 20%, right? If Bitcoin rises by 10%, the other cryptocurrencies could rise by 20%, 30%, and so on and so forth. You get the gist. Now, the thing is that even though Bitcoin is an opportunity for you to buy the dip, it's even a much more greater opportunity for you to buy the dip for other cryptocurrencies that you believe in, that are good cryptocurrencies, all right? Like, I'm going to say it right here, 99% of all the cryptocurrencies out there are going to go to zero. They're going to be worthless, all right? So, coming to Dogecoin, I believe in Dogecoin actually. Dogecoin is actually great, in a sense that it's a meme coin, and people who are holding it understand that it's a meme coin. They're not really buying it for just they just want to buy it to like, oh, because they are promised that they're gonna be this great or something like that, right? So yeah, Dogecoin is something that you can still hold, and it's so freaking cheap right now. It's like 7 cents or even 6 cents or something like that, right? You can buy Dogecoin. You can buy like a Dogecoin, and yeah, with a little money. And like I always say, do not buy Dogecoin with a lot of money, because in as much as it's very cheap, you shouldn't get greedy and try to buy a lot of it. And even though I said in my previous video that I see Dogecoin getting to $1, okay, it's still very, very likely for it to crash to zero. So don't buy Dogecoin with all your money or something like that, okay? So any other question? You guys are going off, so I've answered the question about Dogecoin. So in case if you didn't watch that, I said you can buy Dogecoin. Dogecoin is cool, but don't spend a lot of money in Dogecoin, okay? Do not spend a lot of money in meme coins. Let me make this. I'm gonna make this a rule, okay? Or I'm gonna say this, and it's something that it's a very good practice that you guys should do. Do I have a class for those interested in technical aspects? Not yet, but I'm working on my course. Let me tell you something. I'm working on my course for the past 1 year. I'm lazy about that stuff, right? Like, I'm just lazy about it, honestly, because and it's something that anybody can practice, okay? So I'm creating a course for support and resistance, for how you are able, so you guys on your own will be able to, like, know where the price could be getting to. Instead of me making my weekly videos, you guys can just like set a buy limit or sell limit or whatever you guys want to do. But basically, yeah, I'm not done with my course yet, but very soon. I'll just say very soon. Shit, I was trying to say something and I forgot. Can you guys remind me? I've forgotten what I'm trying to say. So, okay, yeah. So here's a rule. Here's a rule of thumb. If you're buying any cryptocurrency, if somebody tells you about a cryptocurrency, okay, and they're like, buy this thing, this thing's gonna go up in price. Trust me, it's gonna go up in price. Yeah. Don't do that. Okay. You can, it's your choice, but I would say that you should not put a lot of your money into it until you understand it. Okay, because like I said, 99% of cryptocurrencies out there are like, yeah, they're gonna go to zero. And another thing with this cryptocurrency is that most of them, right, like I would say that only 5%, I would say 3 to 5% of the cryptocurrencies out there, right, are actually doing something that is unique. Every other cryptocurrency out there is just trying to copy them, right? They're just trying to copy them and hope that people will bring money to their side. Okay, like, oh my god, people have been trying to replicate Bitcoin for so long. People have been trying to replicate Ethereum for so long. Like, and you should understand that these things, they are all computing systems. What are computing systems good for, right? Or what are they good at? Being upgraded. All right. So if somebody is trying to bring a cryptocurrency that, oh my god, this is like the most revolutionized cryptocurrency out there, it's going to be a great cryptocurrency, yeah, sure, you could buy it, but don't put all your money into it, because chances are the big market caps out there, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, the other ones are the top 10, if that cryptocurrency is actually doing something great, trust me, Bitcoin is going to be doing it very soon. No matter how long it takes, Ethereum is going to be doing it very soon. Cardano is going to be doing it, or Cardano is probably even doing it already, because Cardano is like the third generation now cryptocurrency out there. So it's like they're even doing great things. But I'm just trying to say that you have so much, you have so little liquidity. Liquidity meaning cash. You have so little of it that you don't want to be spreading it around. Like the worst thing that you can ever do, and I myself has fallen victim to this, okay, is that you do not I spread so much of my money in so many places, okay, instead of focusing on like top, like maybe five cryptocurrencies. Just focus on them and put all your money, because your money is your economical energy, okay. So you don't have a lot of your energy, you don't have like a lot of that energy lying around. You need to like hone it into somewhere and just focus on that, okay. So yeah, you want to just like put as little of it as you can, because if you're hearing about it, even if it's going to go very up in price, chances are if you're hearing about it, you're probably hearing about it when the price is still like insignificant. So there's a chance that with as little money you can get like a lot of it, right? Until you at least you do your research about it, and then you figure out that okay, yeah, this stuff is the real deal, okay, then you can go ahead and get into it, okay. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, Shiba Inu went up drastically at one point, right? So yeah, if you're one of those lucky people that were able to buy Shiba Inu at like when it was like freaking low or something like that, right? Yeah, of course you would have made some money. Even right now, you'll still be up. You still have like a lot of money right now, but Shiba Inu is still pretty low right now. If you've not watched my video I made about Dogecoin versus Shiba Inu, you should watch it, because I explained why Shiba Inu. Okay, so Dogecoin is going to get to $1, or Dogecoin has the chance of getting to $1, and Shiba Inu is never going to get to $1. Okay, so if you don't watch that video, please watch it. Maybe after this live, I'll put it in the description below so that you guys will find it. Dogecoin versus Shiba Inu. You can just go to my channel, just search it, and see why Shiba Inu will not get to $1. But still, you could still make a lot of money from it. Yeah, so it went up drastically at one point, but that's also another thing. Sorry, a lot of things. As I'm talking, a lot of things just keep popping into my head, and I'm not. My phone just rang right now. I hope we are still live. So if you guys can still hear me, please just say hi or something. But so I was getting to a point that Shiba Inu, yes, it went up drastically. So when cryptocurrencies like that, like Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, or all of them start going up really, really high, okay, well, good. When it starts going up really, really high, that's how you know that there is too much money in the cryptocurrency market. So at this point, there was a point in time in 2021 where you could, any cryptocurrency, you can buy any cryptocurrency, and you're pretty much guaranteed that next week it will be up like 50% or even 100%, right? That's how you know that there's too much money in the market, okay? And it's so funny because that is not the time that you actually want to be like, you actually want to be buying the market. At least that's not the time that you want to be buying the market like with a lot of your cash. This time now is when you want to be buying the market with a lot of your cash, because at this point in time, all the type of money, that type of funny money in the market where everybody is buying anything and it's going up in price, those type of money get out of the market because they get scared. All right, but when you understand the market, okay, you realize that yeah, this is, you know, I don't even need to even explain much to you guys. You guys understand the concept of what I'm trying to say. You buy the market when it's down, not when it's going up. I understand that not everybody will be able to, like, I understand. It's scary, right? So you bought Bitcoin at, let's say, $30,000, right? You're like, oh my God, I caught the dip, and then Bitcoin falls down to $20,000, and you're like, should I still buy this Bitcoin right now or not? Because this one now, it could just go down to zero. But based on what I've told you guys so far with the history of Bitcoin's price crash, you can see that this is not the case. Bitcoin is not going to go to zero. See, Bitcoin, especially now, the time that Bitcoin was maybe a fad, something that was just going to pass away, that time has passed. We are starting to have more serious money in the markets right now. Okay, more serious money, meaning billionaires, right? People that are worth billions of dollars, and people that have, manage assets in like trillions of dollars. Okay, they're starting to get into this market right now. Okay, see, when Bitcoin is like $300,000, $400,000, it's not going to be easy for you and me for us to get into the market. So the best time to get into it is now. Like I said, getting 10% of a Bitcoin is like $2,000. And guess what? If Bitcoin falls to $12,000, okay, that's like, for you to get 10% of it, well, for you to get to 10% or get up to 10% of a Bitcoin, that is now going to be like $1,200 or $1,000 basically. Okay, $1,000 is like 700,000 naira at the current exchange rate. Like, don't you guys get it? Like, if you could go back in time and buy in 2013 and buy Bitcoin, even at its high, for $1,100, one Bitcoin, wouldn't you do that? Knowing now that the price is now even at its low right now is at $17,000. All right. So, yeah, guys, don't let anybody tell you rubbish, man. Bitcoin is right now. E-money. For those of you who follow, E-money on Instagram, E-money used to say one thing: we are too big to fail. Bitcoin right now is too big to, obviously, knock on wood, right? I don't want to just say something and then opposite happens, but I'm just trying to say that Bitcoin it has gotten to a point right now that it cannot not be taken seriously, right? So at its high, Bitcoin alone was worth over $1 trillion. Can you think of any other, the entire stock market in Nigeria, the entire companies in Nigeria, can you think of any company that is worth $1 trillion? Scratch that. How many companies are your one finger can you count that are worth over $1 trillion? That is a lot of money. A lot of money. Okay, so at that point, you cannot take it any lightly, right? Even right now, Bitcoin is still worth over $500 billion, if I'm not mistaken. That is still a lot of money. Okay, so yeah, these are the type of things that you don't want to take for granted, because I understand that you're scared. That's why I say you should do your research. I understand that not everybody, this cryptocurrency market is not for everybody. Okay, not everybody can stand this high and low and stuff like that. So I understand if you don't want to do that, but if you actually understand it, okay, buy it now. This is the best time to get into it. Okay, so yeah, any other questions? At this point, I'm just like rambling because I can keep talking and talking and talking. Honestly, I'm so into this stuff, in case if you didn't realize, guys. Okay, I don't want to keep talking because something that just came to my mind. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Most of us, we will never ever find this amount of wealth, easy wealth, in our lives again. Most of us will never find it at all. Okay, so I guess this is just what I'm going to leave you guys with. We are never going to find it again. All right, see, imagine you're able to buy something right now, and like I said, just 10% of it, your goal can be to like get to a Bitcoin, and I guess that should be everybody's goal, right? Try to get to a Bitcoin, but the higher Bitcoin climbs in price, the harder that is. But at least right now, you can even get 10% of it, right? When Bitcoin gets to $1 million, and believe you me, Bitcoin is going to get to $1 million. There's only 21 million Bitcoin in the entire world. 21 million. And there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in the entire world. Okay? So just do the math. You'll know that, yeah, Bitcoin is going to get to $1 million. If you have just 10% of that, which is 0.1 Bitcoin, you don't spend that Bitcoin until it gets to $1 million. You will have $100,000. Even right now, $100,000 at the exchange rate, and believe you me, man, this exchange rate, man, is probably gonna get worse over time, right? Have you ever seen the exchange rate gone down in price? But let's just say with the exchange rate right now, $100,000 in Bitcoin will be 60 million naira at least. Most people, our parents don't even have up to that amount. They never even smell 10 million naira. 5 million naira, say they never even smell them. Right? I'm not trying to shit on our parents or anything like that. I'm just saying, most of us will never come across wealth like this in our lives again. If you pass it now, it's gone. Do you want to get so at the point when Bitcoin is now $1 million, if you have 10% of it, that's $100,000, or 10% of it at that point is $100,000. If you now say yes, and I want to get 10% of $1 million, that's $100,000. Most of us will never be able to afford that, right? So if we don't get in now when it's like freaking cheap, and I understand why some of us are hesitant about it, but if you don't get into it now, guys, that's it, right? Yeah, I just want to talk so much. This video is running too long. Oh my god. Do you know what's going on with IPC? Oh my god, IPC, those guys. Oh, so for those of you who watched my video about IPC, I've forgotten what they haven't called. Intelligence Prime Capital. Honestly, I don't even know what's going on with those guys, man. I got into it. A friend of mine introduced me to it, and then I did my research about them. I was able to find out some things, and I was like, okay, these guys are worth investing into at least. But I still gave my disclaimer about them and stuff like that. But they basically just crashed, went away with our money. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what's going on with IPC. Those guys are done, man. I'm done with those guys. You see, this is also another reason why I think I even mentioned it in the video. I had to like take the video off, so you probably won't find that video. So basically the company was about, they like give you, I don't remember much about them anymore, but they basically give you a lot of percentage every day on your money. But I mentioned this in the video that nothing still beats buying your Bitcoin, holding it in your private wallet. Okay, like nothing beats that. All right, so whenever you hear people telling you to like invest in whatever, like, oh, invest in these guys, they'll be giving you like 10%, they'll be giving you like 100%, whatever, guys, if those guys disappear, your money is gone. Okay, but right now we have Bitcoin right now at the price of like $17,000, and people are crying that, oh, they've lost money. You have not lost money in Bitcoin, guys. You have not, because you still have your Bitcoin in your private wallet. Okay, so yeah, before you decide to start investing in any company that can give you 100% or 200% or whatever, and mind you, I invested it with money that I could spare, and I remember saying it in video, you should invest with money that you could spare, right? Same thing with Bitcoin too. You should invest with money that you can spare, okay? Because anything can happen, right? But at least with Bitcoin, at least with the cryptocurrency market, you will still have your cryptocurrency with you. So which means when it goes back up in price, you still have your Bitcoin, okay? Or except if you sell it. If you sell it, then you've transferred ownership to someone else. It no longer belongs to you. All right? So yeah, that's what happened with IPC. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know. I still kind of like check on them once in a while, but at this point I think they just scammed us and ran away with our money or something like that. But yeah, it's the more reason why you should invest in, or you should buy cryptocurrencies. And I'm not even talking about the other pluses of having a cryptocurrency, of holding cryptocurrencies, meaning that if you hold a cryptocurrency in your private wallet, and for those of you who don't understand what a private wallet is, at the end of this video I'm going to leave the link in the description for you to understand how to create a private wallet and all that kind of stuff, right? If anything is happening in this country and you hold your assets in your private wallet, and see, even if you say you don't want to hold Bitcoin, okay, that Bitcoin goes up and goes down in price, there's still a huge advantage to holding cryptocurrency in your private wallet. You can hold stable coins. You can hold BUSD, you can hold USDT, you can hold whatever stable coin you want to hold, okay, in your private wallet. Basically, the point I'm trying to get to is that if anything happens in this country, you can just up and leave with you and your family. Go. You can go to the nearest country, Ghana, and then find yourself to another country from there. If anything is happening in this country, you can leave. Because, believe you me, when anything happens in the country, the first, apart from the media, of course, the first people to go, or the first thing to leave, is your money. Your money. You go to the bank. See, we all have the illusion that our money that we are holding in our banks belongs to us. It belongs to the bank. It's in the possession of the bank. See, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, just because of you borrowed somebody your money to hold for you, doesn't mean that at that point in time that is your money. That money is in the possession of that person. Okay, so if anything happens and the person disappears, your money is gone. So it's the same thing too. If anything happens in this country, I'm not praying that anything should happen, but if anything happens, the bank closes down. People who have their money in their crypto wallets or an exchange or something else like that are the people to be able to leave the country, because you need your economic energy to be able to move from place to place. Okay, so you want to travel to Ghana, you need money to book a flight or whatever, right? So you need to see that as, even though you don't believe in cryptocurrencies or you don't really want to hold Bitcoin or anything like that, you need to be able to take charge of your financial energy or your economical energy. Okay, so you work, you sweat for this money. Okay, so when you put it in the possession of someone else, okay, chances are things can happen. All right, so that's something to keep in mind, and it's one of the reasons why there's no way Bitcoin is going to zero. Just for that reason alone, Bitcoin is not going to zero. Nothing's going to happen with Bitcoin. All right, because in all those war-torn countries like Ukraine, even right now, with all what's happening with Ukraine right now, trust me, they rather hold Bitcoin than hold, I think Kron or something like that. But basically, they'll rather hold Bitcoin than hold the currency of the Ukraine, right? So yeah, you want to hold your asset in your private wallet and stuff like that. Oh man, this is something like that. This is why I wrote whatever I was going to say down, right? And I finished that. So right now, I guess we're just gisting right now. I can start rambling about this stuff. So I'm sorry to you guys that are just watching me and watching me talk and talk and talk. So I know that it can be very, very tiring. IPC is still around. Yeah, IPC is still around actually. So okay, I can explain how to go about it for you in case if you're interested. I'm talking about IPC. Okay. Yeah, I guess maybe you could email me. Shit, is there a way to even like type in this chat box? Honestly, this is my first time doing this live, so I'm sorry guys. Okay, if you have my email, just email me, or you can check the about section of my okay, so my email is sagetalksbiz@gmail.com. So the name of my channel at gmail.com. You could email me and tell me more about it, how to get my money out or something like that. So sorry guys, this AC is really making my nose. Okay, so IPC is still around, but here's the thing. Somebody told me that in order for me to basically get any money from them, right, I need to put more money into it. Now, like I said, the last money that I put into it was basically my free cash, right? I'm not willing to put any more cash into it right now. I say if I have some free cash to spare, but why will I do that right now that the crypto market is down? I'd rather, buy more cryptocurrency right now. There's Cardano right there, and if you guys have not watched my video about Cardano, go and watch that video, because trust me, there's a huge secret that this is going to be like the future of cryptocurrencies, or the future of passive income that people don't even understand. You see, something I'm saying for Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin, when it gets to $1 million, you have $100,000. It's even much more greater with these cryptocurrencies that you can stake. I'm just gonna end it at that. So yeah, any more questions? Oh man, I've run this video too long, man. This is like a very, very long ass video. I'm sorry for those of you that are watching, and though I'll try to reduce my talk next time. Okay, so I think that's it for now. Crypto every day, yeah, sure. Please email me my channel name at gmail.com. So sagetalksbiz@gmail.com. You can send me an email. Let's talk about it. Maybe if there's a way we can go about it and I can get my money, sure, I'll make another video about it and tell people too who have also invested in it how to get their money out as well, without putting more in though, because like I said, the one that I heard about, you have to put more in order to get your money out, and that's like, you know, because, and they're saying that if you put more in, it's not as if you're even getting your original money out, you're just getting money out that from what basically you're getting return based on what you put in now. So basically they've kind of like forgotten about our old money, and that's like not cool. So okay, yeah, this is too much for me. All right, that's it. So for those of you who were able to join me on my very first live, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I know you guys are not much, but trust me, it means a lot to me. I was actually very nervous about doing this, so if you guys notice, I was kind of like rambling at the beginning, and don't worry, as we do it, I plan to do this every Tuesday. So every Tuesday is when I like have a free time, so in the afternoon, and I'll kind of like set a time before the live, so I'll not just go live. You guys will like know beforehand, so you guys will like prepare for it, so you'll be able to set a notification for it. So thank you very much for that. And yeah, if you guys didn't join at the beginning of the video, basically I was talking about the price crash, the history of the price crash for Bitcoin, and I'm just saying that this is not the first time that Bitcoin has crashed in price by so much, and it's not going to be the last time. That's basically the gist of it. So basically you guys should keep buying the dip, or you should buy the dip if you can, and if you can't buy the dip, very important for you to have a source of income, or have multiple sources of income, okay? Because it's by doing that you'll be able to buy this dip. So whatever business idea that you have, or whatever job that you think you didn't want to do that is beneath you, go and do that stuff right now, and get sources of income rolling, so you'll be able to buy this thing, right? Buy it, because when it goes back up in price, you make so much money, like you'll be able to achieve true financial freedom. All right, so yeah, buy it, and be patient, okay? You guys want to be patient, because like I said, based on the history, Bitcoin has taken an average of 2 years for it to find its bottom, okay? That's taken an average of 2 years to find its bottom and then starts going up in price. So you guys should be prepared. So far we are like almost a year in, okay? You guys should be prepared to wait another 1 more year for Bitcoin to like stay at these low prices before it starts shooting back up and even breaking prices, okay? I'm not saying that that's gonna be what's going to happen, but based on the past, an average of 2 years is what my battery is already low. So based on the past, an average of 2 years is what Bitcoin has always taken before it starts going up in price. So you guys should be waiting for that. And when it starts going up in price, it goes up by a lot, okay? So 2013 went up to $1,100, okay? Crashed back down to $226. In 2017, it passed $1,100, go to $19,000, all right? 19K. And then in 2021 got to $69,000. So if you bought Bitcoin at $1,100, by the end of 2021 you had $69,000, okay? So meaning that when next the bull market resumes, so when it has taken an average of 2 years, you know, I'm just saying, in case if it takes an average of 2 years this time for it to get back to a high, or for it to find the bottom and start going up, no, it takes an average of 4 years, because 2 years to find the bottom, another 2 years for kind of like for it to go up. But let's just say whatever, it starts going up in price. By the time it goes up in price, it will surpass, based on history, it's going to surpass $69,000 and probably get to like $200,000 or $250,000 before it comes back down in price, okay? That's going to be a lot of money, okay? So yeah, put that in mind, and yeah, that's it for the video. So is there any more comments for me? Okay, that's how to get it done. All right, crypto every day, thank you very much. Yeah, so you see, it's just annoying what's going on with IPC. So anyway, that's it for this video, guys. I don't, God, this video has run so long. I didn't expect for it to go this long, but yeah, that's what you get when you put me on live. Whenever I'm making my videos, by the way, my videos, like, I know I usually make my videos like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I usually like talk for like an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, right? I just have to like cut it to like give you guys the main point so that you get the video. If not, nobody will watch the video. This is why I kind of like want to come live, so I can kind of like say as much as I want to say, communicate with you guys, you know, we can talk about stuff and everything like that. So yeah, all right, so that's for this video. Thank you very much for joining my very first live. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. I really love you guys. And please like this video. If you're live right now, please like the video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys this Saturday for my next video. I'm making a video about something very interesting. It's not actually about crypto, but it's also a way for you to be able to make money, and it's something that can also help you during these times that we're having this crypto brouhaha in the market and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I can't wait to see you guys. Crypto every day. Thank you very much. Fila Adefila, thank you very much. Fidelis, thank you very much. And am I missing any other person? For those of you who are not saying hi, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys by the end of this week. So cheers.